Animal Control Dispatch, this is Joe. Can I help you?
Abandoned, alone, trapped in a kennel, left in a parking lot. This was how Gertrude's journey began.
So Animal Protection and Control brought in Gertrude. It was pretty obvious that she was underweight, dehydrated. She was very, very skinny. You could see her bones and her ribs, and just hadn't been receiving the appropriate care. She had a lot of hair loss. The biggest thought that we had for that was just a potentially infectious cause. Despite that, she was a very happy girl. We gave her a dose of medication to treat her Demodex that we suspected she had, which is just that skin infection. And we also made sure she was on a strict refeeding program, just because she was so underweight, which just kind of consisted of her getting meals 3 times a day in a slow feeder bowl. We just want to make sure that she was gaining weight slowly. Alongside that, we were doing weekly weigh-ins to make sure she was gaining weight on her current feeding program and if we needed to make any adjustments.
After weeks of care, Gertrude began to recover. She was almost ready to find a new home until life threw another challenge her way.
Unfortunately, as Gertrude spent more time here gaining weight, she ended up developing some sneezing, of some pretty nasty nasal discharge, which to us kind of indicates an upper respiratory infection. It was pretty much that nasal discharge that we were like, yeah, sorry, we have to isolate you and give you treatment.
Gertrude faced isolation once again, but this time under far better circumstances, with her health and safety as a top priority. She loved mealtimes and cleanings when staff entered, wearing full safety and protective gear, and she could say hello. Despite battling a respiratory infection and living all alone, Gertrude's bubbly personality always shined through. Slowly, day by day, she regained her strength. The more than week-long quarantine period concluded, and our veterinary services team determined she was clear of clinical signs of the infection. Gertrude was free, ready to become an adoption candidate and soon find her forever home. That is, until disastrous wildfires hit Larimer County.
We're tracking breaking news in Larimer County. The Alexander Mountain wildfire near Loveland still growing, prompting mandatory evacuations to the north and south side of US 34.
When disaster strikes, NOCO Humane's emergency services provide temporary shelter and care for our community's pets as needed. The Alexander Mountain fire forced many families and their pets to evacuate their homes, and more than 200 evacuated pets sought refuge at NOCO Humane. Space was tight, but shelter management devised a plan. They successfully found 2 different transfer partners, Dumb Friends League and Humane Society of the Pikes Peak region, to collectively take in nearly 40 animals, allowing us to free up space for incoming evacuated pets. So, just when Gertrude was ready to become an adoption candidate, she instead made a 2-hour journey south to Humane Society of the Pikes Peak region in Colorado Springs. While it was hard to say goodbye, we were confident that good things were to come for sweet Gertrude. When she arrived in Colorado Springs, Gertrude was greeted with open arms.
So I was there when Gertrude's van came in, and the first thing we noticed is that she was just a bundle of joy. She was always happy to see somebody. So if somebody came up to her kennel, she was up at the kennel front with her tail wagging. It didn't take very long for Gertrude to find her home. She went up for adoption and she got adopted the same day. She had, a lovely family came in and met with her and fell in love. So they signed up to adopt her. So I talked to Gertrude's family a couple months after she got adopted. They loved her to pieces and she couldn't be a better fit. She's really settled in and found her spot in the bed to cuddle next to. We're all working together for the exact same reason, to help save as many animals as possible and give them a second chance. And we really couldn't do that unless all of our partner transfers were working as a team like this.
Gertrude's adoption truly displayed the power of community. Regardless of the path we take, our focus lies within the best interest of the animal, always striving for the best possible outcome. In this case, Gertrude's best outcome was in Colorado Springs, where her forever family now adores her. Gertrude's journey was long and full of challenges, but today she's safe, happy, and loved. Thanks to supporters like you, animals like Gertrude get their second chance.